Hello all, it's Tiffany with Tiffany's Gift Boutique again tonight. I am so excited. I am going to try one of our transfers. I saw this, could not wait to try it. It's called Daydreams and Ice Cream. So again, Couture, if you're not familiar with it, it is a brand new DIY product. Great transfers. You can use them on signs, you can use them on wood, you can use them on chalk surfaces, you can use them pretty much anywhere, lampshades. We also have an ink too that you can use on towels, onesies, makeup bags, just about any way that you can possibly think of. But the really neat thing, and the reason that I even grabbed my attention for Couture was the transfers. So let me pull this one out of here. This again is our Ice Cream and Daydreams. Come on out, baby. All right. So the thing that I am totally in love with on the transfers, and I have a Cricut machine, and I always thought, you know, I want to do these great stencils, and I could never figure it out because everything stuck to each other. You had to put the little middles in for your letters, all that kind of stuff, and I just struggled and struggled with it. So the reason once I saw this product, I was just amazed because it's really more of a screen print. So you can see in here, let's see if you can see that a little bit, but it's actually a screen. So you're going to use our chalk ink this is the chalk paste, sorry, and make your beautiful designs. The neat thing about this too is it's reusable. So let's say I make this cute little sign tonight and I decide, you know what, that's really cute, I want to make it for a birthday party. You know what, I really want something for Mother's Day, right? Okay, so I'm going to make a cute little Mother's Day sign so I can keep changing things out as well. We have great chalkboards available. This happens to be something I ordered online from JCPenney's, but it has a great little chalk surface to it. I did in this case, we have these great little wax sticks, so I waxed it just because I want to make sure that it's something that hopefully I can take it back off again. But I'm going to take it, I'm going to cut this up. So this one happens to have lines, but if you have a transfer that does not have lines, you can still cut it up, it's fine. A lot of the transfers will have really cute maybe birds or little flowers, maybe even little sayings. I've seen people mix and match the wording before, so that's totally cute too. But we're just going to cut this little guy apart because we're going to make an ice cream cone. So we're going to cut him apart, leave him there. Oh, scissors. So we want to, I have 5 different colors out here today of sand, white, coastal blue, lilac, and a bubblegum pink. But what we want to do first on the back of these transfers is I want to say, I'm going to write something on the back so that I make sure when I put these back on that I'm not putting it on the non-sticky side because I do not want to ruin my transfers. So we're going to say back, 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 back. So we're going to make sure we have those all written on there. But I'm going to look, Daydreams and Ice Cream. Let's see if we can get ice cream cone will go on there. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the words first. Get that off of there. I'm actually going to cut this down even a little bit more so I can fit it on my sign. We're going to do that. And I'm going to pause myself for a minute. I hear my dogs barking. So I'm going to go let the dogs in quick and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And the dogs are not allowed in my craft room, so he's going to have to sit outside the door on his bed though, so that's all good. So we're going to start with Daydreams and Ice Cream, and I'm going to put it right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off of this. And we're going to do what we call fuzz it, right? So they say to fuzz it 2 or 3 times. I mean, personally, I have found that I can't fuzz it enough. So I'm going to fuzz it a few times in there. I actually have some like fleece pajama bottoms on here. I don't know about you, but I am that kind of person who the minute I get home from work, pajamas go on because I love being comfy. So if you'll see in some of my videos, sometimes you actually can see my pajama tough. But anyway, especially on surfaces that are not chalk couture surfaces, you really want to make sure you fuzz it really good. Because you want to be able to get that back off. The chalk couture, they are actually porcelain coated, so the transfer does come off a little bit easier. But like I said, I just have found that I cannot, you're not going to ruin these. I fuzz the heck out of them. Also, when you go to wash them, so what you'll do when you're done with the transfer is you'll actually put it in some water. You're going to wash it. You're going to want to make sure you get that screen really good in color and print and washed out right afterwards. When you go to put it back on, so you wash it, let it dry sticky side up. It will get sticky again, so don't worry about getting it wet. You can wipe it down with a baby wipe, or like a Clorox wipe is fine. Let it dry, sticky side up. It will stay sticky, but when you go to put it back on, don't try and put it back on this way. Lay this down. It's a lot easier to take this thicker piece and match it up and put it there. Oh, I can hear him whining out there. Poor thing. So I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to actually stand up here so I get... and eyeball it to be a little center here, and we're just going to lay it down. Now I've used vinyl in the past, so one thing that I always stress is to push it from the inside out. I'm going to find this is the larger angled squeegee, so I'm just going to lay it down like that. Now you can see it sticking really well. And I don't necessarily even stick the corners. I stick the areas that I'm going to be chalking, because that way I have a good place to lift it up with. So I'm just going to stick those pieces down really well where we're at. Now I could make this different colors if I want to. I kind of decided just to stick with the lilac. So I'm going to make all the wording in lilac. Okay, I think we're good. And like I said, you can stick the whole thing down. I just like to stick down, especially the areas around where you're going to be chalking, so that no chalk gets underneath there. But otherwise, the rest of it really doesn't need to be stuck down. That way it still gives me a way to lift it up very easily. So I'm going to use the lilac. When you get your chalk, whatever you do, do not use a wooden spoon or a wooden stick to stick it around. This is going to suck up that moisture, so you do not want to use anything wooden. I have these little, I think these are little like beauty stirrers. So really you need it to be the consistency of kind of a yogurt sour cream. If it's a little dry, I actually keep like a little cup of water here, and I sprinkle a little water in there. Or you can have a little spray bottle and spray some water in there too. Now the nice thing as well is if maybe you play outside the lines here and you get a little outside the line, just take a Q-tip, dab some water in there, and you can get it right back off. Because again, like I said, these are reusable. Question is, hey, you know what? I don't want to reuse it. I want this to be permanent. This is a thing I'm going to get out every single holiday, every single Christmas, or every single birthday. I want it to be permanent. There's Krylon, just that sealer spray. Spray it with that. All of a sudden, your item is going to be totally permanent, so you're going to be good to go. Like I said, this is the angled squeegee, so this is a nice big squeegee. This is the regular size squeegee. And let me see if I can put it together like a puzzle. I actually cut it in half. Now that I've been using it for a while, I think you could actually cut it in thirds. But we're just going to dip this in. I'm actually going to move my stick out of here. Okay, I know I've said this before too. This is, if you ever buy the yogurts for your kids that have like little candies in them, this one says like Yo Crunch. I have my daughter keep these from her yogurt because they work really great for your storing little items. And yeah, I wash them out, but you could throw them away or whatever too. But they work really great. So you're just going to, super simple, you're just going to get this paste all on here. I'm actually going to stand up for this part so I can see what I'm doing. But you're going to get the paste all good and on there. Glob it on. This is a lot of words. So just keep globbing. You can probably hear me breathing. It's just kind of annoying, I'm sure. Okay, so we're going to glob this lilac on, making sure to cover all the worded areas. I'm going to start scraping already and bring it down to the cream. Ice cream and daydream, so cute. So I think I have everything, all the words covered. And you're basically just going to get that excess off, right? Because we want to save it. We want to save this paste. We want to save as much as we can. So you can see how little we use, right? So you can do humongous projects We've got projects that are 20 by 20, 25, 24 by 24. So you've got lots of different choices. And we've got projects that are, you know, really small, 4 by 6. And again, like I said, a lot of people cut them apart, use them for different, and they get for different signs, different crafty projects. So you can get really creative on how you're using stuff. Let me get this really good and off. I can tell you, I've had a little learning experience. One time I did leave it on too thick, and you could actually see the lines in it. So I have learned the more you can get off, the better, which is good for you too, because then you have more paste to play with later. Oh, I don't think I got the D all the way in there. One little D. And now if you take this off, now one thing you want to do is you want to make sure you take it off while it's still wet. If it starts drying in that silk screen, it's obviously not going to come off very well. But now the neat thing too is if you do make a boo-boo and you come back and you take it off and you go, oh my goodness, I didn't get something covered, just wash it, wash the transfer, come back and lay it over the top again and just do that area. Some people actually will take and layer, maybe if you've got one of our transfers that has different textures to it, some people will come back over and put one of those over and do a different color on top with a different texture. So all different kinds of stuff you can do. So I'm just going to, simple as that. We got the lavender on there. Yeah, I didn't quite get that one covered. But we're just going to pull that off. And we've got our daydreams and ice cream. So what you can't see off camera is I actually have, I use a casserole dish, but I just have it full of water. I just throw it in there and I'll clean it up as soon as we are done. But here I'm going to do the bottom. I'm going to cut this up again too. I'm going to do the bottom of the ice cream cone. So Mr. Lilac, we're going to set you aside over there. I do right now have the 2 ounce containers. We have moved to a 3 ounce, so don't be surprised if yours is a little bit bigger. This is actually a 3 ounce size. This is the ink. So the nice thing too is now they've made the ink with the white caps and the paste is going to have the black caps. So you can definitely tell the difference in those two as well. But I'm going to stand up again here because we're going to put our ice cream cone right there. Again, I push from the inside out just because I'm used to working with vinyl. I don't necessarily, to me, there's no reason to push down these areas that we're not going to be chalking. But that's totally your own preference, but I think it comes up a lot easier too. I just really get the area that we're going to be chalking pressed down really, really well. And you know what I did on this one, guys? What did I do? I didn't fuzz it. So this could be interesting. We'll see how this guy comes up. I got talking and didn't fuzz my transfer. So now this surface, like I said, is waxed. So maybe that will help me out, but we'll see what happens. See, this could be a good learning experience, what happens when you don't fuzz it. Good thing I didn't stick it all the way down. But we're going to use, this is the sand color. Thought this would be good color for the bottom of the ice cream cone. We're going to pull that off again. And then we're going to cross our fingers and cross our toes. We're going to hope this comes up okay. Just want to be really careful in this instance that we don't stretch it. Get that all off of there. I mean, sometimes when I first started using this, I'm like, gosh, that seems pretty thin. But once I really start getting into it, nope, the more paste you can get off, I've kind of figured out the better. So, all right. Good thing I didn't stick this all the way down. Oh, it's going to come off for me. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, and this is what happens. It might roll a little bit on you. That's okay. The one thing I do want to point out as well, if you are using maybe the red, the black, anything with a high level, sorry, trying to get that in the water. Anything with a high level of pigment, it might stain your transfer. That's okay. It's not a worry. But just that high level pigment, your transfer is not ruined. It's totally fine. So you're gonna be all good with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the lids on some of these. I do want to point out, like I said, this is the older containers. We have new and improved containers now. If I can find the right lid here. So right now these have these little pieces in the 2 ounce. I love the new container. So what I'm doing right now is while I'm talking to you, I'm waiting for this to dry so I can layer. The new containers, actually it's built into that lid, the sealer. Again, this is the ink. And the ink is really cool. So you can use the same transfers. You can use it on any kind of fabric, pillows, even on stoneware, and bake it in the oven to set it. But this is really neat. And again, it just has to be heat set and it becomes permanent. I'm gonna take, you could use a hair dryer. This happens to be a tool for embossing. And I unplugged it. So I'm gonna use this embossing tool here, and I'm just gonna make sure that my cone is good and dry. And this embossing tool is hot, so I want to keep it away from there. But that's the other good thing too, when you make it nice and thin, it's going to dry a lot quicker. So let's find our cone that goes in the cone. There was one that looked like it belonged. I think this one belongs in there. So this time we're going to remember to fuzz it. Again, like I said, I just have some fleece pajama pants on. You could do it on the towel. I found the jammies work a little bit better. But to me, you cannot fuzz it enough. It's going to clean. It's going to wash off. I'm going to overlap this just a teeny bit. Whoops. That's not going to work. And there's a big screen in there, so I'm trying to push the screen around. I'm just going to dab it around. Get that good and stuck around the screen area. Get that middle part of the screen area stuck. I think I'm going to make, what color ice cream should we make this? And we're going to make three dip cone, but which should we make this first one? Let's make this one, I'm going to make this one pink. So again, here's my bubblegum pink. And I have 2 of these. I actually have quite a few other ones, but I'm not going to open them. But super simple to wash off. I'm just going to take a baby wipe here. And I'm going to clean this off really quick. I was telling somebody the other day, I'm like, these projects, and I know the videos go a long time, it's because I'm explaining. But once you start doing these yourself, I mean, you're going to find that you're going to be able to make really cute projects very quickly. I swear, sometimes the cleaning up takes a little bit longer, but really you're just cleaning up the screen print, cleaning up your little squeegees in this case, and then I clean up those, but then you've got some really cute projects. So great for baby gifts, if you've got Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, any different holidays coming up. One thing too, we release a brand new transfer every single month. So it's like a transfer of the month. So you might want to ask me, or you can ask your designer and see what the transfer of the month is. See if you want to become part of our transfer of the month club and be able to make sure you're trying something new every single month. But we do release new transfers. I know just last month we had a ton of new transfers released. I don't know what the one is coming up yet for May. April's were super cute. It was Bloom Where You're Planted. Oh, sorry, that one is, yeah, that one was April's. No, April's was, Cooking Mama. So that one's really cute. I haven't even gotten that one out yet. But that one was really cute. And then the one for March was Bloom Where You're Planted. And the one for February was a lucky one to make for St. Patty's Day. So there's our first ice cream cone. So cute. That one's still pretty wet. I don't think, yeah, I probably could have scooped that one off even a little bit better. So the paste will last you up to 2 years in the container. And again, if they get a little dried out, just add a little water to them. But these are going to last you a long time. So your white may be the first one you run out of because you're going to use that one a lot. But But you're going to be able to use these pastes for a long time. Same thing with the inks. Again, the transfers are all reusable. Another thing I love about them, you can reuse them between 8 to 12 times. So just think of all the different projects you can make with just a few different transfers and mixing and matching them. So here I'm going to dry this off again. Because we do want to do a little layering here, obviously, of the ice cream cones. I'll tell my funny story. I think I've told it before. Just be really careful with the heat, especially with the hair dryer. One time my daughter, she had these black like Under Armour pants or something they were, and she had spilled something on them, and she was on her way to get picked up by a friend, and she had spilled something on those black pants. And so to dry it off really quick, she took my hair dryer and dried it. Well, she burnt a hole in the pants. Of course, she doesn't tell her mom. So mom goes to do the laundry, right? And all of a sudden I'm like, why is there like black electrical tape in the laundry? And sure enough, she had just put black electrical tape over that hole, so mom wasn't going to notice. But it worked, and I said, what's up with this? So she showed me the hole, and then she continued to wear black electrical tape under it. So they will do what they have to do if they want to continue wearing those clothes. Oh my, I might just make this, I just might make this a 2-scooper. I might just plop this one up on top here. I think by the time I'm done, I think I'm gonna like just 2 scoops. So again, like I said, you don't have to use all of the, oh my goodness. And what did I not do on this one either? Fuzz it. But I think we would have been okay because it wasn't a lot of sticky stuff. But we're gonna stick this one right on top here. This is so cute. Probably could have stuck it a little bit further down. In fact, I might do that yet. Otherwise, it's going to look like ice cream sitting on top of ice cream. Okay. It would look like it was balancing on top of it, I guess is what I should say. So we're going to scooch this down really good. I'm going to make this blue. So see, I'm not even going to use white in this one. But definitely want to have some white on hand, which is totally fun. And we're going to use the blue. I'm just going to take this. Again, I'm going to clean it off with a baby wipe. Super simple. So you don't have to have a ton of these squeegees. I just have one that I've cut in half. I think, honestly, I would probably cut it in thirds. Here's our, I'm going to use this coastal blue. And again, it's our sour cream, yogurty consistency. Just going to throw this one down here. I think that looks like an ice cream color, don't you? We're just going to smooth it through here. Now, I've seen people do things like tie-dye where they just dab a whole bunch of different colors all over and just start scooting it back and forth. I haven't tried that technique yet, but I really want to. I'm going to do a craft fair this weekend, so I'm going to be doing lots of demos. So I think I am going to try out that technique this weekend because I'll have time to play and talk, and I'm just super excited. I mean, this is such a new product. Anybody I've shown this to is really excited about the DIY aspects of it, how simple it is. I think people love the sign making activities. So definitely I am working on setting up some create and takes at some local restaurants. So definitely want to share what this is because everybody who's seen it is super excited. Doing another vendor event. Actually, I got 3 vendor events coming up before the end of April. So busy, but I also want to keep showing you guys, you know, how the layering and how everything works. So I could have probably used a different color on this, because you can see that pink through it. If I want to come back over and layer it, I may actually do that. But I can just clean this up and I can just stick this back on here, maybe layer it with a little bit thicker. I should have gone maybe a little thicker in that area. In fact, maybe I'll just try and do that right now. Just because this design, whoop, oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea. Yeah, we're going to take and we're going to come back over that one. But I'll just lay this back on and I'll layer it again. I should have made it a little bit thicker. But everything is just a learning experience with Chalk Couture. But this is still, I mean, totally adorable. Like I said, I'll go back over and fix that. But simple fix, but still super cute. Daydreams and ice cream. I've got an adorable little sign now I can stand up. I just thought it was a cute saying. I loved it. But again, I'm going to wash these off. I'm going to put them back on their little area. I'm going to go back over that one, do that one again after I clean this up. But yeah, totally cute. I just love it. Quick little sign. If you were just doing this on your own, not trying to make a video, this maybe would have taken you about 10 minutes, maybe 4 minutes to clean up, and you'd be good to go. And you'd have a really cute gift to bring somewhere, or a really cute sign to put up for your party, or just a really nice home decor. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'm Tiffany with Tiffany's Gift Boutique Chalk Couture, and I enjoy showing you guys what this looks like. If you have any questions, reach out to me, send me a message. You can also check out videos on my Facebook page, but lots of good information out there. So I appreciate your time, and we'll see you again. Thanks. Bye. Okay, just because I can't help myself, I'm going to add a little piece to this. I'm going to show you the edit and how you fix this, because I'm super picky, but you just basically lay it back over because the piece underneath here is dry now. So we're just going to match that back up. And again, so this is how you could, I mean, if you want to say, oh, I don't like any of it, and start all over again, you can definitely do that. But in this case, we're just going to pull this up and we're just going to re-ink over the top of it. Got a little purple on this one, so we're going to, again, we're going to wipe this off. I'm going to do this a little bit thicker. Probably shouldn't have used the pink underneath. Maybe I should have used the pink on top. We're just going to do our creamy paste again. We're going to put it on a little thicker. And you learn as you go along here too, so we know maybe we should layer light colors and dark colors on top. There's quite a few different ones that do come with layering pieces. One of them is called like Build a Bunny. Now the neat thing about some of the layering piece ones too is like on the Build a Bunny, it'll say this is bunny number 1, and then it'll have the layering piece, and that will also be numbered number 1. So you know that those layering pieces go together. So you're not like, nobody wants to craft and play a guessing game at the same time. So to get this nice and smoothed over so we don't end up with any weird lines. I think this is going to be much better. And if not, now I might just have to come back and go over with even a darker color. Okay, I've got some of those lines out of there, I think. It all looks good. All right, then we're going to try this and we're going to pull it up. Oh, much better. That covered it up. There we go. Perfect. So that is the way you can fix any of your little boo-boos. I do see I went a little out of the line right here, so I can take, I like these. I think these are called Swiffers or Swift something. I got them at Walmart, but I like it because it has a little pointed end to it. So if I want to, I'm going to stop talking so I can do this. But I can just clean that up with water. So that cleans up just perfect right there. And I'll probably concentrate on it just a little bit more when I get off. But yeah, we did a little thicker. We covered up the pink. And now our layering is perfecto. But like I said, I could not resist coming back and doing that editing. So again, thank you so much. Any questions, please reach out to me if you want to try this out. I would love to show you. I'd love to invite you to one of our create and takes. If you're curious where I'm going to be on different craft fairs, keep checking out my Tiffany's Gift Boutique Craft Couture, my goodness, Chalk Couture, Tiffany's Gift Boutique Chalk Couture Facebook page, and I will always list those dates and have all that information so you can come hang out with me. Call me. I've had people come over to my house too in my craft room, and we've done a little bit of chalking. So I'm just super excited about this product. I would love to show it to you, and I look forward to showing you more about it. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.